Come join us down on the farm today. Learn about nature along the way. From seeds to crops and field to barn, so much to do down on the farm. Summer, autumn, winter, spring, ploughing, planting, harvesting, with JB and Storm to lead the way. Come join us down on the farm today.
Hello, I'm JB and welcome to Summer on Down on the Farm. Today, we'll be finding out about the pigs on my farm and meeting some young gardeners.
Coming up, we meet Farmer Neil, who knows all about peas. Storm visits a growing project and finds out what's being harvested. I'm going to tell you about my Tamworth pigs. But first, Storm discovers how balls of wool are made.
So come join us down on the farm.
When I visited Shepherd James and his family, Mum Helen, Molly, Bee and Isaac on their farm, I learned all about Herdwick sheep. Shepherd James also showed me how a sheep is sheared. The wool from a sheep is called a fleece. So I have a fleece from Shepherd James's sheep. It's all washed and it's lovely and clean, and I'd like to turn this into this, and then hopefully into something to wear. So let's go inside and see how it's done. This is Marion. She's a wool crafter, which means she makes things out of wool, like cardigans. So I've come to find out how to make a ball of wool.
I see you brought a fleece.
I have, and it's lovely and clean.
Right, so we'll start with carding.
So what is carding?
It's brushing out all the tangles like you're brushing your hair. So we take some fleece, and we take some of it and we put it on one carder like that. And then with the other carder, we brush it.
Ah, so carding takes tangles out of the fleece, like brushing tangles out of your hair.
And then we roll it up into a thing called a rowlag.
So what happens next?
Well, we're going to spin it.
That sounds fantastic.
So there's the spinning wheel. We just bring that round a bit. And there is a nice fluffy end on the end of my wool that I've spun. And then we're going to join that onto the fluffy end of the rowlag. And then I'm going to just press the treadle down with my foot.
The rowlag is attached to wool already spun, and by pressing the special pedal, called a treadle, the wheel spins, the wool is pulled in, and it wraps around a tube which is called a bobbin, and that turns it into the wool that we can knit with. There are lots of balls of wool here that have come from all different sheep, and some have been dyed bright colours. Here's Marion to show us how to knit.
So we've got the knitting needles and the wool, and you're going to put the right needle through the front of the stitch, put the wool round, and then bring it through.
Do you think I could have a go? Lots and lots of practice is needed for knitting, and an adult to help.
I've just finished this hat. Do you like that?
I know a little boy that will love this. Well, thank you very much for showing me how to turn a sheep's fleece into a ball of wool and then into a hat. While I finish off my knitting, let's find out what else happens in summer. Well, it looks like Isaac's very happy with his woolly hat.
In late summer, fields begin to change colour as green turns to gold. While we enjoy holidays in the last of the warm sunshine, down on the farm, it's harvest time. Combine harvesters are used to gather the crops of wheat, barley and oats. Farmers hurry to harvest their crops in the good weather before the rains come, often working late into the night. In their hedges, plants like blackberry and elderberry have used the last of the summer sun to produce eye-catching fruits. These attract birds keen to fatten up for winter. The birds will later spread seeds from inside the fruit far and wide, helping new plants to grow next year. As the days start to grow cooler, orchards are filled with the sounds of the last harvest of the summer, delicious apples and pears. And when the swallows fly south in search of warmer lands, we know that summer is over. Autumn, with its rich colours, is just around the corner.
I'm here in Glasgow with my wellies to meet a group of young gardeners called the Smelly Welly Club. Local children come to the club twice a week to learn all about growing fruit and vegetables. Hi guys, you look very busy. So what are you doing?
Planting broad beans.
You're planting broad beans, and are these paper pots?
Yeah.
And why would you use paper pots?
So we can recycle.
Now, I have brought my own trowel. It used to be a milk carton. Why would we use trowels that used to be milk cartons?
To recycle under not that much money as well.
That's also true. So, did you want to show me what we do?
Yeah.
Okay.
You put the soil in. You can use your hands to control them a bit. And then once you've got enough soil, you just put a bean in, like that.
Right.
And you keep filling it up until it's got that much in.
And that's it done? Now, there's one thing that is really important for any garden, and what's that? Worms! Yes, it's worms, and apparently there's some worms in here. Do you think we can find any? Now, why do you think worms are so important for your garden?
Because they eat the soil and poop it out and make it richer, and they make it more so more air can get through it.
So it's better soil for the plants to grow?
Yeah.
Oh, we can see a few here.
Found one.
There we go. Do you like worms?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll put that back in the garden. The fantastic thing about summer is that the fruit and vegetable absorb the sun and the rain to produce a brilliant source of food. And today, we're harvesting some vegetables. Harvesting means we're collecting and picking the fully grown vegetables.
Here are some onions.
Well, that is quite fantastic. All homegrown in your garden. Just brilliant. That's my tea tonight. Potato harvested.
Job done!
After a busy time gardening, there's nothing better than having a break to eat some healthy fruit.
1, 2, 3, I'm coming.
While we carry on having fun, here's our summer poem. Nature Trail by Benjamin Zephaniah.
At the bottom of my garden is a hedgehog and a frog. And a lot of creepy crawlies living underneath the log. There's a baby daddy longlegs and an easygoing snail and a family of woodlice. All are on my nature trail.
There are caterpillars waiting for their time to come to fly. There are worms turning the earth over as ladybirds fly by. Birds will visit, cats will visit, but they always choose their time. And I've even seen a fox visit this wild garden of mine.
Squirrels come to nick my nuts, and busy bees come buzzing. And when the nighttime comes, sometimes some dragonflies come humming. My garden mice are very shy, and I've seen bats that growl. And in my garden, I have seen a very wise old owl.
My garden is a lively place. There's always something happening. There's this constant search for food. And then there's all that flowering. When you have a garden, you will never be alone. And I believe we all deserve a garden of our own.
Welcome to my farm. I want to tell you all about my livestock, which is the name given to animals kept on a farm. And today, I want you to meet my Tamworth pigs.
Tamworth pigs are ginger in colour and their coat protects them from getting sunburn on sunny days.
I have 23 piglets. Now, piglets are the name given to baby pigs. Their mums are called sows, their dads are called boars. A group of pigs is called a herd, and I have 55 pigs in my herd. This is the first pig I ever welcomed to my farm, called Ginger. I rescued her from the RSPCA, and she's now had 3 litters here on the farm.
A litter means a number of animals born at the same time, like this litter of piglets.
And the piglets get their milk from their mum and run about. Time to feed the herd. They love eating all kinds of fruit and vegetables, including bananas, peppers, cucumbers, and sweets. I also give them these pellets, which give them all the vitamins that they need to keep them nice and healthy. It's important to have a healthy herd. This is an outdoor pig pen. It's here the pigs like to chill out and rest. At bedtime, they like to curl up and snuggle. So I put loads of straw down to keep them warm. Well, now you've met my lovely Tamworth pigs. Next, let's find out what's harvested in the summer.
We're here today with farmer Neil. He's harvesting a really popular vegetable. It's peas. And we're going to find out how they're grown, picked and frozen.
We harvest peas for 8 weeks during the summer. We always pick the peas when they are sweet and fresh. They must be harvested and frozen in under 2.5 hours. So it is always a race against time.
In spring and early summer, the peas are planted in fields from seed into the freshly ploughed earth. Over the next few months, the plants grow larger and flowers start to appear. Once there are lots of flowers, the petals drop off and little pods begin to form. When the pods are large and plump, the peas are ready to be harvested. Machines called pea viners are used to pick the peas. They chop up the whole plant, then the machine separates the stalks, leaves and pods, leaving just the peas remaining. The viners transfer the peas thousands at a time into a trailer to be taken away to be frozen. Once they arrive at the factory, they are washed and then blasted with ice-cold air again and again to bring their temperature down really quickly. At the other end of the factory, the peas come out frozen solid and full of freshness. They are then ready to be put into bags and sent off to the shops for you to buy and enjoy.
Storm and I have had an amazing time down on the farm, and we hope you've enjoyed it too. You can check out more incredible things to see and do on the CBeebies website. Bye!
Come join us down on the farm today. Learn about nature along the way. From seeds to crops and field to barn, so much to do down on the farm. Summer, autumn, winter, spring, plowing, planting, harvesting, with JB and Storm to lead the way. Come join us down